Today I'm going to show you how to create an Amazon product video without a camera, without a professional, without a videographer, just with AI and some time, with $0. This video is completely AI generated without any knowledge about videography or whatsoever. With the use of Nano Banana, Veo 3.1 and Google AI Studio plus a little bit of Canva, we are going to create the full video. I'm going to show you the whole process. So without further ado, let us start. Now, step one is always to make a little bit of a plan. What are you going to show? How will the video be structured? I always start with a persona, with the pain points, with the features, and make me some kind of a context document for, with product limitation, technical details, benefits for this persona specifically. So I have a basic idea what I want to show in the video, and this is the starting point. So we have an idea what we are generating. We are not just giving blindly the AI stuff and generate something, but we have an idea what we are going to generate. Now that we know what we are going to generate, we need a scene and we need our product. I have already generated a lot of scenes in my previous video with the help of some innate workflow, but you can do it with Nano Banana just by giving it some prompts where you want to show your product. First, think of the scene without the product, and then when the scene is more or less right, you can add the product. Important note, you can let Nano Banana change the perspective so it better fits your product. This is something that Nano Banana can do quite well. The prompt is not very complicated. Add the cable to the background image, make it look natural, and that's it. So I'm not trying to be very specific with my prompt. I'm not making any prompt magic. I'm just adding the product, and it already did it very, very well. That's why I like very much working with Nano Banana. It almost always does the right thing. Sometimes you have to redo it. Sometimes this still does mistakes, but my goal for the video will be that the cable doesn't move, so it doesn't create too many artifacts, because the product, the form of the product is not as simple. That's why the AI has some problems with it, but if it doesn't move too much, just a scene in the background, we still can make a nice video. This is what I'm doing here, telling the AI to remove stuff. So I have always a beginning scene and an end scene. I will show it to you shortly what I mean with that exactly. Those are those images. You see always the prompt is very simple and very short. Here I basically generated the scene to remove the cable, so I added the cable back and it looks pretty well, and then that's what we generated. I have everything, of course, downloaded here. And now we have first scene start, first scene end. This is the start scene, this is the end scene. And the end scene of the first step is always the start scene of the second step. So this will be start scene, this will be the end scene of the second part. This will be the start scene, this will be the end scene of the third part. This will be the start scene, this will be the end scene of the fourth part, and so on, and so on, and so on. We have to do it like that because Veo, for whatever reason, gives me always 8-second videos, but this is okay and sufficient if we keep this in mind. If the end scene is the same as the start scene, it still looks fluent, even if we are going to create like a 60-second video. In Google AI Studio, we have here on the home screen, create with Veo 3.1. This is what we are going to open. This looks like that. What we have to do here is to change frames to video, then always start and end. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is our start scene, this is our end scene, and then we can just tell it change the background, but do not touch the cable. This is how I have been working with it. Unfortunately, it did not save the whole history. Veo doesn't save the history, so if you like the video that it created, you have to straight away download it. But I've kept all the parts of the video. So we have scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. For example, here, this is the first part of the video. You see the cable doesn't move, machineries and people running around in the background. Now you still see some artifacts in the background. You can regenerate it. For my purposes, it is already okay. So I jumped to the second scene and Exactly. This is our second scene. Now it starts raining. And the third scene. Come on. Now we get some sun. And it's still a lot of stuff happening in background, and so on and so on. So now we generated the whole thing with Veo 3.1, always keeping in mind that the end scene is the start scene of the next part of the video. So we get at the end one big part and it looks like one long video and not cut together parts. So this is Canva. What we are going to do in Canva is add some music, add some sounds like rain sounds, like forklift sounds, like also snow walk sounds for the scene where we are in the snow. And I'm going to show you the whole video soon, so no worries. I just wanted to show you what we can do. We have been doing in Canva itself. So we have been adding a lot of texts. We have been adding a lot of transitions and stuff. And here you can see even you don't need transitions between the videos because, again, start scene, end scene stuff. It just looks like one whole, although those are always 8-second parts from which we have cut this together. Now, let us watch the video. Okay, that's it, folks. That's all I wanted to share today. I showed you the whole process that I'm using to generate product videos. Of course, it's not perfect. Of course, you still see some AI artifacts. You can rerun the prompts several times, sometimes to get a better result. For me, it is good enough, and I am going to use this video actually for my product video because I don't want to spend hundreds and thousands of euros for a videographer, for a professional guy to do that. And now I can compete with the big guys who have way bigger budgets because I don't think that the end customer is going to care that I have generated my video with AI. I'm going to keep it, I'm going to use it, and I'm going to keep generating this kind of videos for several other products that I have, and we'll see how it all goes. Thank you very much. Hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe. See you next time.